Welcome back. Today let's talk about the man who taught the great Grandmaster Yip Man, Chan Wah Shun. He was born around 1836 in Sundu, Foshan, Guangdong province, China. Actually, he was originally a money exchanger and also practiced martial art. So, the great Wing Chun master Leong Jan, known as the King of Wing Chun, was his teacher. Chan Wah Shun became one of Leong Chan's last and most trusted disciple. After Leong Chan retired, Chan Wah Shun continued to pass on Wing Chun in Foshan. So, at the age of 11, Yip Man became Chan Wah Shun's student. Yip Man trained under him for only about 3 years because Chan Wah Shun became ill and later passed away. Still, this training laid the foundation of Yip Man mastery. I think Chan Wah Shun died in 1913 in his late 70s. Every great art has its guardians, man and woman, who keep the flame alive and pass it on to the next generation. In the story of Wing Chun, one of these guardians was Chan Wah Shun, the last teacher of Grandmaster Yip Man. So today we will explore his life, his teacher, and how his influence shaped the future of Wing Chun. Let's look at the early life of Chan Wah Shun. He was born in Foshan, Guangdong around the year 1836. He grew up in a bustling market town. He earned his living as a money exchanger, counting silver coins day and night. So therefore, people nicknamed him Money Changer. But Chan Wah Shun was not just a businessman. In his heart, he was drawn to martial arts. And in Foshan, there was one name above all others, Leong Chan, the King of Wing Chun. Meeting the King of Wing Chun, Leong Chan was a pharmacist by trade but a legendary fighter. His skill in Wing Chun was unmatched, and his fame spread across southern China. Chan Wah Shun was lucky he became his disciple, one of his last and most loyal students. Under Leong Chan, Chan Wah Shun learned the complete Wing Chun system. The three empty hand form, Siu Lim Tao, Cham Kiu Piu Ji, as we all know that, the wooden dummy, the long pole, and butterfly swords. And most importantly, the philosophy of efficiency, center line, and balance. Chan Wah Shun trained hard. He became known for his strong stance, powerful techniques, and strict discipline. So, passing on the art after Leong Chan retired to his hometown of Gulo village, Chan Wah Shun took on the responsibility of teaching Wing Chun in Foshan. So, he was a man who taught Wing Chun in Foshan. And for many years, he kept the art alive, quietly training dedicated students. But his most famous student would not arrive until 1906. That year, a young boy named Yip Man, only 11 years old, stepped into Chan Wah Shun school. Despite his age, Yip Man's sharp eyes and quick spirit impressed the old master. Chan Wah Shun accepted him as his final disciple. Yip Man training under Chan Wah Shun for about 3 years. Though the time was short, the foundation Yip Man received was priceless. Chan Wah Shun was already poor and in poor health, but he passed on to Yip Man the core of Wing Chun philosophy. Protect the center line, use structure over strength, attack and defend in one movement. Even though Yip Man later trained with other senior students of Leong Chan, it was Chan Wah Shun who opened the door for him. Without Chan Wah Shun, there will be no Yip Man as we know him today. So that is important to know. In Chan Wah Shun's final years, as illness took hold, Chan Wah Shun could no longer teach. Around 1913, he passed away in his late 70s. His legacy, however, lived on. He had trained over 16 disciples, including Yip Man, who would later carry Wing Chun across the world. Chan Wah Shun may not be as famous as Yip Man or Bruce Lee, but he was a bridge. Without him, the art may never have crossed into the modern era. So, the core values he carried, Chan Wah Shun embodied the values of Wing Chun: discipline in training, loyalty to his teacher Leong Chan, dedication to passing on the art. His life shows that true masters are not always the most famous, but the one who preserve the flame so that others can shine. So, what is his legacy today? So the story of Wing Chun is not just about Yip Man, it's also about the man who stood behind him, Chan Wah Shun. He took the teaching of Leong Jan, the king of Wing Chun, and passed them to a young boy who became a legend. Today, when we practice Wing Chun, we honor not only Yip Man, not only Leong Jan, but also Chan Wah Shun, the money changer who invested in life in preserving the legacy, the art. His legacy continues every time we step into our stance. Every time we throw a straight punch. Just remember that. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Wing Chun history. If you enjoyed this story, like, share, and subscribe. And let's just keep the spirit